I'm Alex Blanchet. I'm the algologist here at Oyster Seed Holdings, and I've been here for about 3.5 years. So I went to Stockton University, which is in southern New Jersey, where I'm originally from. I went there to get my marine biology degree. When I was an undergrad, I was a research assistant for one of my professors, and she was the invertebrate professor there. So I worked with her to mostly do some reef monitoring that was close by to my school that we helped with oyster restoration. I kind of just got into oysters that way, and I just thought it was really interesting and kind of wanted to get my feet wet again in it, and saw this position, and that's kind of how it all happened. Typical day, first thing I usually do is I make glassware for the algae to do transfers. Algae transfers, it's kind of similar to repotting a plant almost. Every 5 days they have to be repotted, pretty much because they use up all of the nutrients and resources that we initially give them. For them to become happy and to keep growing well, we pretty much have to just take a little bit of the algae, move it into another flask that has more nutrients in it. We do transfers every single day. They're on a 5-day schedule. So I always prep glassware for the next day. So that way they're all clean, sterile, and everything's ready to go and cooled down by the time that I have to do transfers the next day. I usually take pH of all the algae, so I take pH of our flasks. I take them from our standing bags when those are set up. We also have our batch room, which has some tanks and K-walls. It's a lot of just monitoring, kind of seeing how everything's growing, if they're happy, if I have to adjust anything. Almost every single day there's some type of sterilization that has to be done. There's always something kind of going on that needs to be cleaned or needs to be monitored. There's always something to do, and there's not a ton of downtime. There's always something going on. There's always something that needs to be done, something that needs to be fixed. I definitely just enjoy the sciences and also lab work in general. So even if I wasn't doing this, I probably would like working in a lab because I've done it prior also, and I've enjoyed the work there. I feel like a lot of people, especially if they're going into the marine biology field or even the environmental biology fields in general, I feel like most people don't initially go into it thinking I want to grow algae for the rest of my life. I originally went into this field because I really wanted to study whales, and I'm doing something extremely different from that currently. And I think a lot of that is just because I was open-minded into looking into different positions and work that can be done with my degree. And I found that something especially in the aquaculture fields is pretty needed, and it's a good career to kind of go into if you're interested in this type of work.